Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to pass a platform evaluation, some of the best plans, and some tips along the way to help you guys get your first payout. If you guys do enjoy content like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Now, without any further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I would not do if I was starting all over again. And some of these were things that I actually did. Now, number one is not having a proven edge. What I would recommend for this stage is to backtest a little bit with, TradingView, FX Replay, TradeZilla. Backtesting softwares are out there, and once you have a proven edge, then you can move over into buying a platform challenge. You don't even have to buy a very expensive one. You can buy like an Apex one for $36. You can buy, a couple other smaller accounts for less than that. But I think what most people do is they see what other people do on Twitter, where they're pulling like 40, 50K months with prop firms, trading like 20 accounts, and they'll buy like 10 to 20 at a time right before or right around the time they start becoming profitable. And what that does is it puts a lot of pressure on you to trade rather than just having one account and there's not a whole lot of stress on you. Just trade that one account and you'll take better setups, and you'll also be more patient if you're just trading that one account. I noticed when I first started trading 10 to 20 accounts was sometimes I would get paralyzed and I wouldn't take, the good setups when they were right in front of me because I had just lost money, and $500 times 20 accounts is like $10,000. So copy trading can be a double-edged sword. So that's why I recommend to just start with one account, get a payout, and then funnel those payouts into more accounts. Another thing I did was taking forever on evals once I'm profitable. I would take, 3 months trading an eval once I was profitable. And this was just a horrible idea because time is money, right? What you don't want to do is just keep getting rebuild for some of these evals if they have a monthly fee. The best thing to do is just to give yourself 3 to 5 setups on these evals. And if you pass them, you pass them. If you blow them, you blow them. You can just buy another one rather than, just taking all that time, taking weeks or months just to pass the eval once you are proven to be profitable. Now, another thing people struggle with is what to risk per account or what to risk per trade. Now, I like to stay somewhere in the conservative to balanced range, mainly in like the balance, like 12 to 15%. Now, remember, this is of the drawdown. So if you have a $50,000 Apex account with a $2,500 drawdown, you need to be risking anywhere between $250 to $300 per trade. Okay. This is going to give you 10 to 8 trades before you blow this account. This is what I do. Now, this is for a funded, right? This isn't for eval. And the eval, I'm mainly in the range of 25 to 50% because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trading evals. Like that's just, it's not worth my time. I would rather just rip the band-aid off, and if I fail it, I fail it. I'll just buy another one. If I pass it, then I can just add that to my trade copier and trade those accounts. Now, a lot of people like to say, 1 to 2%. I don't like to do 1 to 2% because that is literally within like the 25% range for a funded. So you always want to base everything off of the funded drawdown. Like I say, you can just go to a prop firm, Apex, My Funded Futures, Funded Next, and whatever the drawdown is, take it and divide it by 8, 10, 12, however many trades that you think you can fail in a row before you blow that account. That is what I would recommend. Now, for beginners and expert traders, these are the plans I recommend. The Funded Next Futures Rapid plan is the one-time fee, 1 day to pass, and there's no activation fee. The main reason for this plan is those reasons right there. And on top of that, they have a very, very good drawdown to profit target ratio. So for example, if you are trading a 25K account, the profit target is 1,500 and the maximum loss limit is 1,250. So this is about a 1-to-1 ratio. And for the 50K, it's just as favorable. I think maybe a little bit less, but a $3,000 profit target with $2,000 maximum loss limit. And for new users right now, they are doing a 15% off sale for the rapid plan. So this is like $85. And the 50K legacy plan is running around $120 at the moment. So all-in price for these is $120. That's why I kind of like Funded Next Futures. All of the plans are one-time fee. There's no activation fee. There's no monthly fee. You literally just pay, and the rules are pretty simple. I also have a couple videos from them on my YouTube, so make sure to go check those out. And then number 2 here is Apex Trader Funding. 20 accounts is scalability. That is why they are still around. That is why they are still so popular, is because 20 accounts. There's no other firm that offers that many. I think the second most is Funded Next Futures. They allow you to do 12 accounts, but you can only have a max of 300K, whereas Apex Trader Funding, you can literally have 20 300K accounts, so it's $6 million in funding capital. And the plan I recommend for them is the 50K TradeWise account. This has a $2,500 drawdown with a $3,000 profit target, and you can have 10 minis or 100 micros. I really like the drawdown to profit target ratio on these. We can also pass these in 1 day, which is the same as the Funded Next Rapid accounts, so I'll usually pass those on a high impact news event like CPI, FOMC, or NFP. And number 3 here is the Alpha Futures Standard and the Advanced plans. The main reason why is because these have the highest payout cap per account in the industry. A lot of these other firms like Top Step and even Apex, they put a cap on how much you can make, but with Alpha Futures, they have the highest payout cap in the industry, and they have a pretty cheap sale right now as well. So this 50K standard plan right now is running about $59 per month. Like I say, that is per month, so you have to pay that per month until you pass. And number 4 here is the My Funded Futures Pro plan. The main reason I like this plan is there's no payout cap once you're funded. So if you want to pull out 30K, you can literally pull out 30K. There is an 80-20 profit split on that. You keep 80% of the profits, they get 20. And my favorite account for that is the 50K as well, mainly due to max drawdown, and that drawdown is end of day. And last but not least is the TradeWise straight to funded. There are no evals with this, but there's a higher cost. So let me show you that plan real quick. So you click the Lightning Funded here on TradeWise.com, and the account I recommend the most is the 150K account. This is a $510 one-time fee. All right, so there is no eval with this. So as soon as you get to $9,000 on this account, you can pull out 3K. There is a 20% consistency rule with this account. Now, the next thing I want to do is break down those plans and how much I would risk if I was trading those accounts. So with the 25K account, I would be risking anywhere between 125 to 250 per trade. So this gives me about 10 losing trades in a row before I blow the account, and about 6 losing trades in a row if I'm doing 250. So maybe you can do like 200. This is what I recommend for the rapid 25K account. Now moving on here to the Apex 50K account with a $3,000 profit target and $2,500 drawdown. Applying the logic I talked about earlier in this video, you'd risk anywhere between $250 to $500 per trade. So all I'm doing is just taking the drawdown and times about how many losing trades in a row that I can take before I can blow the account. Now with the Alpha 50K standards, there's a $3,000 profit target, but the drawdown is a little bit less. So I'd have to go conservative, about $200 per trade and about $400 per trade, and that would be aggressive on these accounts because compared to the drawdown on Apex of $2,500, you only get $2,000. And the same goes for the My Funded Futures Pro accounts as well. So $200 per trade and then $400 per trade on the aggressive for the My Funded Futures Pro account. And then last but not least is the TradeWise 50K straight to funded. This is a $3,000 profit target, $2,000 drawdown, same as My Funded Futures and Alpha. And the risk per trade would be about the same for these as well. $200 on the conservative side and $400 on the aggressive side. Now going back to this graphic, screenshot it if you want to. I would just use this as a guide, right? I think I found this on Twitter before and I wanted to use it. Just stay between the balanced and the conservative for funded, and on the evals, if you are profitable, stay around, you know, the leverage to gamble side, you know, because your time is money, it is valuable. So you don't want to spend forever trading a eval on, you know, conservative low risk. It's just going to take you forever to do that. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe and use code Nick on all platforms for the best discounts possible. I'll see you guys back here in the next one.